Welcome to Parev TV. This video highlights the life and works of photographer, sculptor, architect, and industrial designer Avedis Baghsarian. All the images, including calligraphy, motion, graphic designs of both Armenian and English alphabets, birds symbolizing freedom with no boundaries, photographic books, geometric designs, and his miniature skyline hanging sculptures entitled Manhattan as I Remember It, and more, which are shared in this video, are the works of Avedis Baghsarian, whose works will be on display at the Selig exhibit at St. Martin Cathedral Complex in New York City on May the 17th, 2018 from 7 to 10 p.m. All proceeds from this event will go to the Avedis and Arsho Baghsarian Scholarship Fund to educate students in Armenia studying specifically journalism and fashion. The exhibit is sponsored by the Ministry of Culture of the Republic of Armenia, the Permanent Mission of Armenia to the United Nations, and the Fund for Armenian Relief, FAR. It is dedicated to the 100th anniversary of the First Republic of Armenia. The exhibit is curated by Vicky Shoagovanesyan, who is the advisor to Armenia's Minister of Culture, and Sandra Shahinian, who serves as an advisor on FAR's board of directors.
Do something with passion. If you don't have passion, you're not going to be able to do things properly or to the fullest extent of what you're able to do. Passion makes biggest obstacle very minute when you do it with passion. Sure. If you do it grudgingly, the smallest thing becomes very big for you to do. So that's the reason I said do things lovingly, passionately, and enjoy what you do.
Աստծո տված բարգևը Ավետիսին ինքը գործած է այդքան հարկանքով եւ այդքան խանդաղադանքով մարդկության եւ ամենեն առաջ ուզի այս իր արվեստը անցնել նորահաս սերունդին անոր համար է որ մենք այս ցուցահանդեսին հրավիրեցինք բոլոր հայկական դպրոցներուն բոլոր անխդիր հրավիրեցինք որ աշակերտները կան եւ ցանոթանան այս վարպետին 85 տարեկան վարպետին որը աչև ես հարկանքով գխոնարի որ ինքը իսկապես իրենց այդ բաժնե իր արվեստը զանազան մարզերում է.
Who is Avedis Baghsarian?
Avedis Baghsarian is a simple guy. I don't take myself seriously, but I take my work seriously. I am just humble of a person. I don't want to talk about myself, but my biggest accomplishment, my happy and marriage to my wife for 51 years. That's my biggest accomplishment.
But Arsho is equally, I cannot say more, equally talented, accomplished shoe designer whose entire collection is at FIT, and they are also making a catalog of her entire oeuvre of her work. So Arsho is equally talented, and some people have even asked me if is there any competition between husband and wife, and I can tell you, I'm an eyewitness. I can tell you that the two of them are so complimentary, so loving, so respectful of each other. It is infectious.
I did these huge pieces in my country house, which they're all sold now. It's not here. They are the maquette of the big ones. Yeah, I sold 20. By the way, I have made a vow to God that whatever art I sell, it always goes to charity. I never put 1 penny from my art in my pocket. Everything went to charity, be it Hovnanian, AGBU, or Tumo. We always donate for those causes, whatever. I sold art. The big ones, huge ones, when I sold them, that became the foundation, the beginning of our foundation as fund. This is a piece of art that I did. And I wanted to do this, was going to be cover of a book I was working on, and I was going to call it Mind and Body. And then we put that long ad, about 2 inch by 2 inch in Cosmopolitan. saying about the T-shirt. We sold over 10,000 T-shirts, and at that time, I did not have time to go after this thing. I assigned one of my assistants, you take care of those things. So he started full-time job for him, shipping T-shirts throughout the country.
Դարբեր ժանրը ունի սա։
Ասկե բիդի չտնենք շոյին 12 հատկաց։ I think it was 12.
Yeah.
But I have about over 200 different images of this. Again, it starts with photography. You see something, you photograph it, you bring it home, you change on a computer. I start drawing lines, I start stretching from here, from point A to point B by stretching the lines. And I create all this unusual, I'll give you the flyers of this. You see the things I have done with this geometric. It's very, very different experience.
Beautiful.
When you take some simple thing and you start creating a thing. I photographed it. It's on film. Then I photographed the second time. And after photographing the second time, you have a permanent result of the final shot, what I call the final cut. And then that negative transparency that I have, you can make it any size you want. You can print it on plexiglass, on canvas, on metal. You can print anywhere. It is one of a kind. It's not too many like this. I sign each one of them. This is my military service over here. I was in the Signal Corps. I was aerial and combat photographer, trained for that. I was in the general's office. I sat down there. I put the lighting, and
This is Avedis Baghsarian.
yeah, it is me in a major general's office. I was setting up to photograph the major general of the division at that time. I became the personal photographer for generals and other things. Okay, and this is all starlets of the 80s. Those are Celia Ward, Carol Alt, and this is also she played. What was it? They're all the starlets. This girl also. Yeah. This is some of the. There are a lot of write-ups about the work over here, and you see. From Bill Blass to diamond companies to the article about the work I have done. Here's my industrial design period when I started designing products that sold exclusively in high-end department stores like Barney's, Bergdorf Goodman, I. Magnin, and 28 different museums from Guggenheim, MoMA in San Francisco, other places. This period, I started photographing flowers. Flowers, the way I see them, the reflection of flower over there, and here's a period of my I call abstract illusions, which is not a photography alone, not a painting alone, combination of both. That's what I do. And here's a shot. This is my latest passion, is photographing reflections of buildings onto other buildings. And it's a beautiful view when you see it differently. You're looking at it reverse, and you look at it, it changes its pattern, it changes its form and everything. And here's a series of my geometric lines that I do on the computer. And here are some of my big sculptures. Those are very big, and they're all sold in the Hamptons all over, surrounded. This is small sculptures, but you have seen them. This is I'm proudest because the latest, the Armenian Alphabet. I'm very proud of the end result. I was going to do only Armenian Alphabet because I didn't think others would be interested. But Ambassador Natsaganian, when he saw my Armenian thing, he said, I'm going to invite most of the UN members. I don't know how many will come in, but they would like to come over and see our art, our church and everything else. So if I can do the English alphabet also. So I decided to do the English alphabet also to incorporate it in the show. So there's going to be 26 English alphabets, and not all of them framed. Most of them are on mats, but there's going to be about eight pieces framed, and there's going to be 38 Armenian alphabet. Out of the 38, only 10 will be framed. The rest will be in a mat format on the wall. This is the house that I designed in the Hamptons, and I call it the Getaway House because my wife and I, Ash and I, were so hectic when we were working in the city. So we wanted a place to go and get away from all the hustle and bustle. But what happened after a while, the hustle bustle came with us over there. All our business associates and friends wanted to come and visit us. And then we stopped enjoying it because the business came with us. But we kept it for about 15, 16 years. And then recently we decided to sell it.
Asi transfer երկու art photographer-ներն են։ Ուրեմն հոսկա Richard Avedon աշխարհահռչակ, Կովգա Avedis Baghsarian էլ ավելի աշխարհահռչակ Կովի։ Աստեղ գա Hermione Newton, աստեղ գա Annie Leibovitz, andեղ գա Skavullo.
This book is a very small booklet that I did because I love tulips. And there's a big story about tulips, and not too many people are aware of it. Tulips do not last more than a week. We're lucky if it lasts a week. Usually it ends within 4 days afterward. I try to capture the tulip from beginning as a bud, and here as a bud, and then gradually it starts changing from bud to the full thing at the ending death of a tulip. It still is beautiful to me. There's an end to everything. That's the message. The tulip is so beautiful, but there's got to be an end to it.
How true it is that everything that has a beginning has also an end. Through his creativity and love of life, Avedis Baghsarian had a tremendous impact on the world of photography, design, and art. He is a dear friend to everyone, and his passionate artistic works have helped breathe life into the art world. His warm personality and his charm brings out the best in all the lives he touches. And through the Avedis and Arsho Foundation, he hopes to support future generations of artists and scholars and make Armenia where dreams are born. A catalog of his accomplishments and the honors he has received gives only a partial portrait of Avedis, the photographer, the sculptor, the architect, and industrial designer. He truly embodies the virtues which have characterized the Armenian heritage at its best. Avedis has a deeply held love for his people and a profound dedication to his church and the Armenian people. For these qualities, the Armenian nation is privileged to number him among its children and proud of his outstanding artistic contributions. Armenians could use more like Avedis for placing concern for his people over personal ambition and seeing their concern as his ultimate ambition. Closing this video in his own words, life is a learning process. Everything I do completely, and that is the lesson I want to teach young kids.